1 second here. How you guys doing?
Good afternoon, folks.
I hate saying that. I got to come up with a different greeting. That's like the most mundane greeting going. How you guys doing?
How's everybody?
It's like Joey from Friends. How you doing? How you doing?
Good afternoon, folks.
Okay. Anyway, so we
Happy
got.
Wednesday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Almost the end of October.
Yeah.
Halloween time.
Unfortunately, I wish there was a couple more weeks that we could like have some mayoral campaigning going on. I'm going to start it off with the elephant in the room. Okay. If you're voting, please.
Next Tuesday's election.
I want Sliwa. I hope Sliwa. I pray for Sliwa. If he drops out, which, again, he says he's not going on and all this, but I think even if he first of all, I'm going to tell you honestly, these polls came out this morning, and the polls were 44% Mamdani and 34% Cuomo and 11% Sliwa. Now, to me, that I don't mean to say this, but it's just really suspect, and I'll tell you what makes it suspect to me is the fact that Mamdani's at 44%.
I know, that's crazy.
And then they tell you that Cuomo's at 34 and Sliwa's at 11, which tells you that if Sliwa dropped out, the 11 would go to, this is what they want you to believe, the 11 would go to Cuomo. Now, I question that. I actually think personally that Sliwa's doing a lot better than that. I think he's.
I think so too.
I think maybe in the 20s, maybe early 30s.
I
think he's doing better than Cuomo. Now. Yeah, I think he's doing better than Cuomo.
Especially in my neighborhood where I live, in the town where I live in Maspeth, okay? And years ago when he went against Adams, I don't think there was so much Curtis as much as they are now.
That was
another area of Queens that's more for Curtis now.
Yeah.
And because Queens was all Democratic. But a lot of them now are going with Curtis. So
I also think what they're doing, I know this sounds ridiculous, but they want this guy in because what it does is strengthens the squad. Okay, that's what it really comes down to. Ilhan Omar, AOC,
the mental squad.
The loons. Okay, so it strengthens them and gives them one more member. I already told you this guy wants to bring in this other, I'm going to use the term gentleman very, very loosely, Jamal Bowman. And you're dealing with another crook, basically. This is a guy who literally didn't care about people's safety. No. Pulled a fire alarm to stop a vote.
Right, we told you about
this. Stop a vote. I mean, that's you care nothing about people. Anyway, so I personally believe that these polls are just a setup. I mean, I'll be very blunt with you. They're just a setup to give you the idea that, if Sliwa drops out. The truth of the matter is, if Sliwa dropped out, only about maybe between a third and a half of Sliwa's voters would vote Cuomo. The rest of them don't forgive him.
For what
in a nutshell, they don't. They don't forgive him, and there's no circumstances under which they'll vote for him. It's just that simple. I'm not one of them. I'll tell you the truth. Personally, I will vote for Cuomo if I have to. I just can't vote for Mamdani. That's my main.
Right.
Main throwaway. I won't vote Mamdani. Okay. Anyway, I'd rather, as I said, Sliwa. I'd rather Sliwa, but I really think we're being set up with the polls much like we were with the 2020 election and the 2016 election. In 2020 election, they told you that Kamala Harris was 10 points ahead. She had every swing state. She had the popular vote. She had she was blowing the field away. I mean, it's really, and she ended up losing everything. Okay, she lost the popular vote. She lost every swing state. So the electoral votes, she just lost. Okay, she just lost. So I really do think that.
Same thing in 2016.
Right.
When Hillary, they were like, they already put up.
That's
they were
right.
saying Hillary is the
next, in the morning. That was the
next president of the United States. That was days before.
I was never so tired the next day. The next day after that.
That was funny. They were like, she's going to be the next president. Next thing you know, that night.
Yep. That night, she's the next election denier. Anyway, so I really do believe that polls in general are fixed.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do, like, I'll give you a great example. Okay, if I wanted to say, push a Democratic agenda, okay, and I want the polls to reflect that, I'd go to a Jewish neighborhood. Okay, I'd poll there because traditionally speaking, they're Democratic. If I wanted a Republican, I would go to a more, working class general neighborhood where they would be more concerned with taxes and that sort of stuff. And I'd probably get conservative there.
Safety.
I'm just saying that this is how polls work. Telephone polls, you don't know what you're getting. All you got to do is look up the right area codes. So I don't really trust polls in general. But this guy can't get in there. If you're a woman, you're in for hell. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, you're in for hell.
Oh, yeah, really? Women have to wake up, please.
Yeah,
pay attention.
It's going to be literally just insane for you guys.
You won't. They'll take your rights away.
Exactly what you're claiming Trump was going to do is what's going to be done.
Right.
I just want you to understand that.
Right.
This guy is what you thought Trump was, right? In terms of a megalomaniac, an egomaniac. This is who this guy is. Okay, this guy literally lied about everything so far. Okay, so first let's take. You want to which one you want to do first? The mother.
Let's do his. I was going to say let's do his mother.
Okay,
this one's a good one.
So supposedly, remember this. I think it's 3,000 or 4,000 people died on 9/11. On 9/11.
Yeah, close to 2007.
We lost a couple of friends. I went to school with a girl. Her name was Kathleen Davidson. She was in one of the towers. One of the nicest guys you could ever know. His name was Michael Carroll. Okay, I'm telling you that you could meet this guy and go there meeting him, saying to yourself, "I'm going to hate him. I'm going to hate him. I'm going to hate him." And with 2 seconds after meeting him, you just can't. You couldn't. He was just the nicest freaking guy. Right. He had a family, a wonderful family. He had a wife, kids, and he's gone. He's gone.
Only 35 years old.
Okay, he's gone. But none of these people that I'm talking about right now, none of them are the actual victims.
Right.
The real victim was, I'm going to go with the aunt. I'm going to do the aunt. Okay, the mother I'll do in a little bit. I like the aunt better. The real victim
this is a good one too, man.
Was Zorhan's auntie. Okay, that was the real victim. Because she wasn't able to ride the New York City subway with her hijab on. Now, let me explain to you something, okay? She couldn't ride the New York subway with her hijab on because she was in Tanzania.
She wasn't even in.
She wasn't in New York. There was no way she could have rode.
Wasn't even in the country.
She wasn't, and she was crying supposedly because she couldn't get back on the subway with her hijab. So she's in Tanzania crying that she can't get on the Manhattan subway. I mean,
number one train.
That's one. That's one. Now let's go to the mother. The mother. There's a 19. Do you know what year it is? Is it 2013? Might be 2013. I'm not sure the year, and I can't quote that. But there's an interview with his mother literally his mother is saying that he is not an American. He's a Desi. Okay, he's an Indian. This is what she said, not me. Don't come back after me.
The mother.
Go text her, do whatever they're going. Don't come to me. Okay, I didn't say this. She literally says in the article that his heart is connected to being an Indian over an American first.
Muslim country.
Okay, so you're putting a guy in charge of one of the most affluent,
biggest cities,
amazing cities in the world. There's very few cities in the entire world that match up to New York.
That's true.
And you're going to put this in charge of that, and you think that's okay? That somehow works mathematically in your minds.
Like my brother said, to all you ladies out there, you cannot vote for this man.
And
your lives will be taken away as simple as can be.
What was the third lie? I'm trying to think of what it was now.
They should look up what is it, Shire law. They should look it up.
Oh, IDF. That's what it was. The IDF. This wasn't a lie.
2023.
This was
2 years ago.
This was a comparison. Just 2 years ago, he says that the New York Police Department is interlaced. They're racist, but they're interlaced with the IDF.
Right.
With the IDF. Now think about that a minute. Come on, really think about that. Now, let me explain something to you here, okay? Short of the police commissioner, the mayor is the closest thing to the police department.
Right.
The mayor has got to have the police officers back if you want a safe city.
Right. Because if you remember de Blasio, he did not have the officers back and nothing. And look what happened to the city with him.
We've had de Blasio. Who was before de Blasio? I can't remember. Bloomberg?
Yes.
Okay. So we've had Bloomberg, we've had de Blasio, we've had Adams, right? So, and Giuliani was in there. But I'm only talking about the Democratic. Let's leave that out. Let's just go. De Blasio was 8 years and
Adams was
4. Okay, so let's just go 12 years. You've had 12 years of a Democratic mayor, and look at the shape of the city.
Really, people, you got to wake up every day. You walk out in the city. Don't you
When
see
you
the
had
difference?
when you had Giuliani, it was safe.
Very safe.
Do you know what the difference is? The difference is really simple. Okay, it's common sense.
Thank you. It's not Democrat or Republican. It's called common sense.
It's got none. You know, when you people use the word conservative, and if you take the base word to conserve, okay, the base of the word itself, conserve.
That's right.
It means to hold back and to what you need, conserve things, don't overdo it. But there's another meaning to that, okay, and it means logical. It means to have a base, a concrete base, and they can't. That's something that just doesn't work for them. It just doesn't work. They've got to be all over the place.
Right.
They're looking to take a city that is probably the most important financial
district of all, biggest city
in the world. I mean, really, how could you say any different in the world?
You can't.
And you're going to put a guy in there who doesn't like billionaires. No, doesn't like billionaires.
Doesn't like billionaires. Doesn't like white people.
He's going to tax white neighborhoods more than what type of.
What does that tell you?
Wait. But besides that, do you know what this guy's going to cost the United States in legal fees and red tape? Because wait until he tries to tax the white neighborhoods more than everybody else. And wait until the idea of taxation without representation and all this comes into play.
Right.
Because there'll be class action suits against this all day long. He will literally get nothing done, thank God. Because they'll have him bogged down on every level.
Mm-hmm.
He's not intelligent. Whether you see when you see somebody doing this with their eyes, I call it the Gilbert Gottfried eyes. And when you see someone doing this, they're usually trying to shit you out of something. Okay, they're usually trying to get you out of something. They're trying to get something out of you, I should say. Right. And you're gonna give this guy the key to the city that never sleeps. He'll be up all night stealing money.
Yeah. Your money too.
Yep.
By the way.
Okay. All right. Listen.
Listen.
All I'm going to say one more time is, please, any vote other than Mamdani, please. I'd much rather, as I said, Sliwa. I think Sliwa actually has a really good shot. I know it sounds stupid, but
my brother makes sense. We don't want to say one thing. My brother makes sense before Cuomo dropped out. Sliwa might have a better shot.
If Cuomo dropped out,
then your
he absolutely would.
Are destroy New York City or save New York City.
No. If Cuomo dropped out, I'll tell you why. I think. Okay, so as I said before,
that's a good point.
As I said before, if Sliwa dropped out, only half of Sliwa's people would vote. I'm even being conservative on that. I'm saying half. I really only think it's about a third, but only half of Sliwa's people would go Cuomo, which would bring Cuomo from 34 to 40. Okay, or
still not winning.
39 and a half for those who want to be, but that's not winning because Mamdani's at 44. Okay, those other 5.5% that Sliwa would have aren't going to vote. They're just not gonna.
Nope.
They hate Cuomo that much that they're not. Right. A lot of them lost family. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Now the reverse is also true.
That's right.
So if Cuomo dropped out, the people who are voting for Cuomo right now are angry at the Democratic Party because they're putting a socialist up where they should be putting a Democrat. And Andrew Cuomo, as bad as he is a Democrat.
Right.
And that's why they're voting for him. But they, under no circumstances, will they vote for that socialist, because these aren't idiot Democrats. These are the smart ones.
Right.
These are the ones. These are your grandmother's party, or your mother's party.
Right.
Okay. So these are the smart ones, and they're all literally going to go over to Sliwa without a doubt. Now that would bring Sliwa up above by 1 point, so it'd be 44 to 45 Sliwa, and that's really what I think should happen. Right. Should happen. So I do think Cuomo should get out of the race.
But he won't.
No.
Because he's got egotistical.
He doesn't care about the city.
No.
With this,
his name. He wants to change his name.
All this is a band-aid for his failed political career. He had Hochul come in and have to push him out of office, and Daddy was a big wig in politics.
And he destroyed the name.
As I said, I said before, I'm surprised Chris Cuomo hasn't jumped in there. The only thing that stops him is he's a celebrity. If Cuomo had been a celebrity before he was a politician, he would have never been a politician. This is all about attention, nothing more. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. I think the next thing I want to talk about are
Yeah, so please, November 4th, next one, next Tuesday, excuse me. Please vote for Sliwa. We need the city to be safe.
next thing I want to talk about is Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
Yo,
Mr. Climate Change.
Yo, man.
Climate change is existential. It's going to kill us all within 2 years.
Within the next, what?
You ought to know you should not be. How dare you? How dare you? She changed real quick, right? Now she's for Israel. There's no more. Climate change means shit. Now it's Israel. She changed the narrative because the money dried up.
Right, Greta, right?
Yeah, Greta Thunberg. What a freaking moron she is.
She tried to get on a boat to go to fucking.
And then she claimed they kidnapped her when they were giving her Skittles. It's like, come on, man, please. Anyway.
You're in their territory. They're going to take you. Stupid.
They fed her.
They fed her.
They let her go without taking money. That's not kidnapping.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get back to
ransom.
Let's get back to what's his face to
if there was,
Bill
she'd still
Gates.
be there. No one's getting her.
So 4 years ago, Bill Gates was telling you got 2 years to live. Climate change is existential and it's going to kill us all. Blah blah blah.
Right.
2 days ago, climate change is fine. Everything's fine. We're going to be fine for the foreseeable future. It's dismissive. What we got to worry about now is financing and stuff. It's financial issues. I mean, you can't take them at their word because their word is shit.
Right. I mean, look, man, they're freaking out 4 years ago.
I swear, if they turn around,
we're gonna die in 2 years.
I swear to you, I'm not even kidding. If Newsom turned around to me and said, "I just bought a bicycle," and anyone else turned around and said, "I just saw Bigfoot," I believe they just saw Bigfoot over him getting the bicycle. That's what type of liar this guy is. I mean, it's just insanity. It's just insanity. Who are we talking to? Oh, okay. My boogie. My cat. Anyway.
That was funny.
But that tells you how quick they change. Bang. It's like one
what
thing
the hell
to
did he
another.
smoke since then?
I like that. How dare you? I'm sorry.
Right?
Anyway,
what the hell did
but
he
how
smoke
quick
since
did that change?
Right.
They took and they used her. That's another thing. Nobody even looks at that. They took a kid
16-year-old
and they ruined her. They literally ruined her. This kid will never. Okay, so
she'll never be the same. No.
In life, you're supposed to escalate. You're supposed to go up, 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 up. They put her in almost celebrity child status, like a Danny Partridge or one of the Brady kids or something like that.
Right.
And now she's got nowhere to go, so she's got to come up with other things to think of to try to put herself back in the limelight.
Society, right?
Why would you do this to a kid? Who's going to listen to it? Listen, when was the last time you let a 12-year-old decide your life's path?
Yeah, really. I mean,
when was the last time?
You know
what you're telling? Children should be seen and not heard.
Right.
That's just absurd, man. I just can't.
I know she's 15 telling us about climate change.
Telling us how we should be, we should be ashamed and,
right.
We're killing our future. And she looked fine to me. I seen her the other day. She looked very healthy. I don't know.
When she was on a boat to Israel, she looked good.
She looked fine. She looked like, when they go away on those school sailboats, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what she looked like she was doing. And they kidnapped her. You don't know what kidnapping is. You really don't. What was that? Who was that chick? Patty Hearst. Go ask Patty Hearst what it's like. She'll tell you.
Yeah.
She'll explain Stockholm Syndrome. She'll explain it all to you, what it really is about.
Right. And all the girls out there been kidnapped.
Idiots, man.
Right? There's all the young women out there that were really kidnapped.
They found somebody just a couple of weeks ago. There was like 3 girls that were literally a quarter of a mile from their house. Some guy they knew. They were missing for years, like 10 years. And they just found him. They were 3/4 of a mile from the house. A family friend offered what he was doing was there was 3 of them. I don't know if they're brothers or not.
Not too far from the house.
No, like literally a quarter of a mile. I'm not even joking. Like less than, what is that, like 1,000 feet or something?
Yep.
Anyway, so this friend of the family there was 3 girls, 3 families.
Crazy.
I don't know if they were sisters, and I don't know if these 3 guys were brothers. But these 3 guys lived together. This guy would offer to give one of them a lift home, and she'd disappear. And it happened 2 more times. And it's like, these 10 years they were stuck down there.
Yeah.
And one got away, and they finally caught these guys. I don't even know where I was going with this. I lost track. Oh, Greta Thunberg.
Greta Thunberg.
That's who's been kidnapped. They understand what kidnapping is. You don't.
Even the ones in the. Oh.
You don't. Anyway, what else are we going to talk about? And you got anything else you want to talk about, or is that it?
That's good for now, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I really want to do my Greta impersonation one more time.
Oh, man.
I really like that. You know that. No, anyway. All right, guys. I think we'll call it a show. And have a great day.
Yes, enjoy and be safe for Halloween. Halloween is
I'm going to ask you guys a question. I posed it once before they go. Let's then we'll do all of the donating shit. Okay, so I'm going to pose a question to you, and I would really appreciate an answer in the comments because this matters to me for some reason. This is an argument I had with somebody, and I just would love to know if I was right or wrong. I'm not going to tell you which side I took. Okay, so here's the deal. All right. All right, I got to phrase this right. So, okay. People say that a transitioning man is actually a woman. That you're supposed to treat him like that, right? And we're supposed to allow them to use the men's room. I'm sorry, allow them to use the women's room, play women's sports, etc., and stuff like that. But they still have, like, you know, even for the fact, let's assume they had the surgery and they actually have lady parts or an inverted male part, I should say.
Yeah, right.
Genetically speaking, they're XX. Okay. So now my question to you is this. Let's go back a minute. Let's go back and say they hadn't had the operation. They still have their male parts. All right. Because this will make it a little bit more cut and dry. So you believe they should be allowed to partake in women's sports and go in women's bathrooms. But yet a male who all has the same parts, the exact same parts, bits and pieces, isn't allowed to go into the women's bathroom or play women's sports because they didn't say that they're becoming a woman. So my point, I guess, is if you say you're becoming a woman, whether you have what is potatoes, what did Austin Powers call it? Twigs and berries.
Oh, twigs and berries.
Okay, so that I like that. That's a cute way to say it. Twigs and berries. Okay, so the transitioning male to female has twigs and berries. The male has twigs and berries. One's allowed and one isn't. Can you explain to me why, please? All right, with that, I'm going to tell you all, have a great day. I hope...
you can explain that, please.
I would love the explanation to that. They both have twigs and berries. And one's allowed in and one can play in the women's sports, but the other can't. And the only difference is
we have XY.
Right. No, we have... Yeah, right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I thought you were asking why do we have XX. No. I'm sorry. With the only difference being that one said they're transitioning and one didn't.
Now, why is that allowed?
That's the only difference. I mean, maybe the outfits are different, but that's it. Okay.
So, because look, I cannot look in my building where I worked. Okay,
yeah.
Seriously, because I was part of it. We fixed up bathrooms. They fixed up bathrooms where they made it special. Okay.
My bird likes you.
Now, I cannot walk into the ladies.
Absolutely not. You'd be arrested.
But a guy from the 6th floor who was dressed as a woman
and still has twigs and berries
came down to the 2nd floor and went in that room, and I watched because I was there because there's a soft sink right there.
And if you
I couldn't believe.
Wait, and if you report it, you're homophobic.
Right. I didn't say a word. I never said shit. All I was like to myself, like, holy shit, that's the guy from upstairs.
What's the difference? They both have the same equipment.
And he was a man. He just dressed as a woman. He did the cha-cha every day.
And you can turn around and say, oh, well, you know, that male says he's a female.
And he was allowed.
So, wait. So he's not interested in females. Then what do you say about lesbians? There are male transitioning to female lesbians.
What is this world coming to that, like you just said? Please, we'd like an answer to this because I looked at someone who got in trouble.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And but I want to say this, he was exonerated 100%. Someone had accused him of looking at them. Understand this, looking at them for 6 months. Okay, over a period of 6 months, yet never took a picture of it, never had a friend take a picture of it, never had any documentation, witnesses, or anything else. Literally just walked up to her boss, her supervisor, and said he looked at me, and within hours he was suspended.
Weeks?
For weeks. Then the investigation went on for almost a year.
1 year, right?
Almost a year. Okay. He was totally 100% exonerated. Okay. And from the beginning, I knew he was going to be, because you can't tell me what a look means. In other words, I can look at you,
Yeah, right.
and you can't tell me what I'm thinking when I'm looking at you.
Well, you're a psychic.
If you could, you would be the winner of the lottery. Okay?
Every year.
Literally, because you have no idea. You could see me do, I could be looking at you, and I could do this. My lips are dry. Does that mean I want to lick you? No, my lips are dry. I could go, maybe I just ate something hot. You know, there's, I could, my eyes could pop open like that. And it could be that I just thought of something.
Right.
It's your ego that makes you think that everybody wants you. Okay. But this was absurd. The man's life was literally ruined over this.
And meanwhile, my brother just said, a guy could dress as a woman and go, but I can't go into a ladies' room. And now I can't even look at a woman without getting in trouble.
A simple look.
Nobody can. He
And
can't.
now you have to understand something.
Nobody
He
can.
didn't have a choice but to look when she was around, because he had certain duties that brought him to her floor that he had to perform. So should he have walked around with like a
Yeah.
you know,
Should I put one
like
of these
this?
on? Yeah,
like
yeah,
this?
Right. We just
A
said it
walk
like
into
this.
walls?
This is what
and
my
a fall
union rep
downstairs?
told me. I said, should I walk around like this? He goes, pretty much. He goes, pretty much. I said, what do you mean pretty much? He goes, well, when you walk by, you should not look.
How do I know
But
what?
a man
wait,
dressed as a woman.
how do I
can
know
go,
what not to look at if I don't look?
Yo, bro, everybody want mental. I do my
No.
job.
How do I know what's to my left that I shouldn't look at
Right,
if I don't look to my left to look at it?
right. No, bro, it's the best. I swear to you.
Should I have another person with me that's whispering in my ear? There's a person on the left. No.
Yo.
You're looking too far. You're looking too far.
On the shoulder. What is that?
The parrot.
Oh,
What?
wait, from the Flintstones, that little guy.
Oh! I know who you're talking about. Gizmo. I know who you're talking about. Oh man, what the hell is his name? Gizmo, isn't it? No, it's not Gizmo. It's begins with a G. I know what he's talking about. It's this little guy that pops in and out. He's actually an alien.
Yeah,
That's what he is. He's actually an alien.
that's what we need.
Gizmo. Dude, if somebody out there knows it, put it in the comments. I'd love to know.
Right?
Shit, I can't think.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Gizmo, something. Oh man, I know his name
Or the
too.
Jetsons.
Well, dum. I know exactly what
Right,
you're talking
there you
about.
go.
Holy shit. Anyway,
What was it on? Flintstones?
Flintstones.
Okay,
But he was an alien. He
Right.
came back.
Right, the little green head.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I got to know this answer now. Hold on.
Yo,
We're still on, by the way.
Yeah, that's the best though, man.
Flintstone alien.
Yo, that's what we need on your shoulder to walk around and say, Kerry, hey, Bill, Pete,
Mr.
Don't-
Somebody.
don't look. Don't look to the left.
There he is. The
Yep.
Great Gazoo. I told you, Gizmo. I was close, man. The Great Gazoo.
Great Gazoo.
I was fucking so close, man. I was amazingly close.
Yo, that's who you need.
Well,
on your
dum-dum.
shoulder. Right.
Yeah, I
Don't walk
remember.
around. Look, don't look to your left. She's over there.
Yeah.
Look, come on, man.
Bow your head.
Yo, first of all, it's a warehouse building and an office building. You don't look, you're getting run over. That's one.
I mean, it's 10, really,
You know?
but no, you don't want nothing. But, and I'm going to explain to you. You have 5 senses, okay? You have
Yo.
sight, sound, smell, taste, and what's the other one? Sight, sound, smell. Oh, hearing. That's
Hearing.
stupid. Anyway, okay, so these are your senses. You can't sexually harass someone with a sense. So I look, I look. I smell. Are
Right.
you going to turn around and say
Right.
he smelled me?
Right. It's your
Are you
freedom
going to turn around and
expression.
say, he heard me?
Right.
Are you going to turn around and say, he tasted me? That would be wrong. I'll give you that much. But are you going to say he smelled me? Are you going to say, it's a look.
No, but this
You got to be a moron if you think you're so fucking
Right.
impressive that a look is somehow embedding to your psyche. I mean,
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, enough of that.
No, but that is right. And like we say, this is what the world's come to. You can't look, but you can dress as a woman and go into a ladies' room.
Yep. But
So
that's the whole point of that is if you both have the same equipment, why is it one can and one can't?
hey, please.
You both have twigs and berries.
Berries.
I like saying it like that. Anyway, but one's
your
allowed and
Kaneki?
one isn't. Yeah. A hickey from Kaneki. Anyway, all right, listen, you know the drill, St. Jude's,
Tunnel to Towers,
So,
Shriner.
you know what I've been doing lately a lot, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't always do this. I usually do it like a Petco and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is I'll donate there, but I've been doing it a lot more on menus and stuff. Like I'm trying to think of who does it. Domino's does it, where you can round up, or I've been doing it on there a lot. But listen, just a few cents here and there. You know what I mean? Even $1 when you got an extra $1, just send it to them.
Right.
These kids really need your help, and they're actually, they're holding
out there
themselves.
Smiling and laughing.
Yeah, they're holding themselves.
Enjoyable, and then we got people like
to amazing
this.
character.
Right. Then we got people out there like this who, you can't look at. And then you got kids out there who suffer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Meanwhile,
figure
this other woman has probably no health problems. Probably, Anyway,
mental.
yeah, well, that usually goes hand in hand.
Only mental.
Okay, so we also want Tunnel for Towers.
Right.
We also want
St.
Shriners,
Jude's.
St. Jude's. Who else? Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors is a good
Our
one.
veterans, please.
Yeah.
Veterans Day's coming up next month too.
Yeah.
November 11th.
Also, listen, don't get me wrong. Pardon me, I'm sorry.
November
Don't
11th.
get me wrong. Also, any animal things like, just before you don't, listen, what I'm basically saying is, can you just be charitable? That's, in a nutshell. Animals.
Right.
I'm thinking about trying, I have some property upstate. I'm thinking about maybe trying to see if I can do something with animals up there, because I like animals.
We love animals.
Anyway,
Really?
so just
Got a
be
nice
charitable.
property, too.
Yeah, be charitable with whatever you got. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't put yourself out. I'm not asking you
Be
to
kind, be human.
yeah, I'm not asking you to go broke or go
Right, go
hungry,
crazy.
but just do what you can.
And it's good for the heart and soul, people.
And you guys have a great day.
Yes, have a great day. Be safe.
How
for
dare
Halloween.
you? No, I'm sorry.
Be safe for Halloween, people. Enjoy.
Enjoy,
God
pals.
bless.
Listen, Halloween, Thanksgiving, the works. Be safe.
Be safe.
Most importantly.
We'll speak to you before after the holidays.
And that's our show.
Have a good day.